everyone! Today I'll be trying to make the best sugar cookies by Tasty. This is my first time making sugar cookies and I think it went pretty well. So, I hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, so in a large bowl, add 3 sticks of softened butter. Okay, so apparently I didn't film myself put in the cream cheese, but I added 3 tablespoons of softened cream cheese. Then I added 1.5 cups of sugar. I creamed all of this together with an electric mixer on high for about 5 minutes. I kept this up until it was nice and fluffy and most of the sugar was dissolved. I made sure to scrape down the sides throughout the entire process. After that, I added in an egg, 2 egg yolks, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. Then I mixed it all together until well combined. Alright, now it's time to add the dry ingredients. So I added 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Then I added 3 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. Oh, and make sure you sift it all in. Fold the flour into the wet ingredients. Alright, when you've folded it enough, like to the point where you don't think flour is going to get everywhere, it's time to use the hand mixer again. Then mix it on low with the hand mixer. But if you're like me, you'll get impatient and switch it on high. Which you are not supposed to do! Do not overmix the dough, you just want to do it until it's well combined. And when you're finished with that, it's time to put it in plastic wrap. Yeah, so when I tasted the dough, it didn't taste like Pillsbury, because that's what we used to do. We never made homemade sugar cookies. We would just, buy Pillsbury sugar cookies. So when I tasted the dough, it didn't taste like that, and I thought there was something wrong with it. But apparently, there was nothing wrong with it. It was perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. I just think sugar cookies aren't that sweet, and that's because you put the icing on it. But I didn't figure that out until later. Once you have it wrapped nice and tight, let it chill in the fridge for up to 2 hours. or you could leave it in there for 3 to 4 days. When you're ready to bake, preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Take your dough out of the fridge and let it sit in room temperature for a few minutes. I don't know, eat a snack, that's what I did. Then roll out your dough until it's 1/4 of an inch thick. I used a ruler, you know, because that's what they used in the video.
What happened?
I mean, they're falling apart. I don't think I made them right. Then get out your cookie cutters that you haven't used in forever and start cutting out your dough. Repeat this process until you run out of dough or you give up from exhaustion. Lay your cutout cookies on a baking sheet, then put them in the fridge for 20 minutes to firm up so they keep their shape, and then put them in the oven for at least 10 to 12 minutes. Alright, now it's time to make the frosting. Okay, it's so much to do. In a large bowl, sift together 4 cups of powdered sugar and 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Once you finish with that, add in 1/4 cup of pasteurized egg whites and then add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Gradually mix the liquids into the powdered sugar. This becomes a real workout because eventually the icing gets really thick and it gets harder and harder to mix it. I had to take breaks in between. Once everything is well combined, you can start adding your food coloring. Alright, so once you've separated your icing into bowls, added your food coloring, put them into piping bags, it's now time to decorate. So seeing that this is the first time I have ever iced cookies, you know, I wasn't good at it, naturally, you know, but gradually, as I went along, I started to get better at it. at this point in the video, it was like, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I had set up icing like 2 dozen cookies, and I was just like so tired at that point. But, however, these cookies tasted awesome. I totally loved them, and piping them was fun even though I was tired.